What is going on YouTube? This is your boy like one half of Enduro, and I'm doing a little quick video right here, basically talking about indies and what's going on lately. I have to say, um, and talking about the latest one right now. But lately now, indies have been a market that has good games and some and most but they have gems that's coming out and they've been establishing some real good gameplay. It's not about the graphics. It's just, I mean, it just gained some good games. Shovel Knight, Shantae, um, forgot Galaxy Trails game, Freedom Planet, and many more. They have good games come out of it. But the thing that's going on is, I think you would think now that you need the internet, you need word of mouth to push your product. You need to temper some of your PR needs to be on point. If you don't have an answer, make it simple, make it plain. Don't try to overthink it. Don't whatever, because sometimes that stuff could backfire at you. Now I'm gonna read one that happens here, but this has gone on with how should I say, with Slightly Mad Studios with their bull crap with the whole Project Cause and how that debacle happened. Or in the Blind Forest, with that dev getting a little cocky with what he got to say. The same thing could go for Ukulele with saying, coming out line saying, "Oh, you have technical issues." Well, they didn't. That's kind of a lie. And same thing with Kenji Inafune with his debacle going back and forth with Mighty Number 9, and the same thing could be for Bloodstone. How that's going on right there. Like, there's a lot of games that right now that the debacle is just ridiculous, and the PR, instead of sitting back and just sometimes you need to answer something, sometimes you don't. You got to figure out when to do. But when word of mouth and the internet is really what is going to push you in these to sell more, you got to be careful what you're saying. So I'm bringing this one to you because it was like the person that had no tact. What up, 1283? The person, it's like people don't have no tact on the internet no more. So right now, there's been a lot of people talking and saying that, hey, Mr. Shifty has some issues on the Switch. Okay, yeah, issues on the Switch is an indie game. Okay, happening. Hopefully, you will patch it up and fix it up later, because there's not going to be a physical release that I know of, and they could have just let it go. Relax. Like I said, they could let it go and just fix it up, and then we could give indies a little more because you're on a smaller budget and you could do what you could, and we understand that. So we're cool with that. Let's I myself could let that slide, But then when you Slightly Mad Studios with their bunch of BS, when you start being dicks to people back, that's when people don't like your stuff. Now I'll say this at the beginning before we read through this, and I'll read at the end he apologized. But still, that's where you gotta be careful. And if you're getting stressed out, that's the thing about it. That's one of the reasons you gotta be careful you do stuff on the internet. That's for sure. So here we go. So this is a guy asking about Mr. Team Shifty, asking Mr. Shifty. He's asking to me, which is a simple question, which is, any plans to fix the frame rate on the Switch? Watching YouTube videos showing a lot of frame rate stutters. Of course, the Team Shifty say back, we're doing what we can. It's still early in the platform. Remember, even Zelda had stutters. Like I said, I'll read through this first and get back to what I gotta say. So he said, Zelda is a massive open world game. Mr. Shifty is certainly not that. Also, Zelda is nearly locked at 30 frames per second after the patch. Smiley face. We're also a very small team, composed of experience by compromising the experience by cutting stuff out or dropping frames. We choose the latter. Hopefully, Unity improves. So you're not feeling too confident about improving via a patch? Question. I really like to give you guys my money come Friday, but frame rate stutters in an action game like this is a big turnoff. There's always the Steam version, smiley face. I don't have a PC I don't have a PC that can run it. Strictly, I'm a console kid of a guy, smiley face. All right. Of course, the department looked at it and then they apologized, saying, I'm very sorry for the stress, the stress on everyone involved created this situation. Some things were said that should have not been said, and it did not do a good job with the communication here. I hope this post brings some context to what's going on. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. So here we go. You ask a question, and the thing about it is you use Zelda, the one game that is like a big, massive game. And again, most third parties in the West and the East was like, wow, this thing is basically this Zelda. Zelda had its issues. Again, I have slow recently. I've said it again on a Wii U. I have seen one slowdown drop, frame rate drop in the game, and I played. I think I have like over 80 hours in the game. So I have that. Doesn't seem that it doesn't happen to me, but it could happen to other people, and I understand that. But that's an open air game that is massive with certain stuff. Mr. Shifty's nowhere close to what that is. And again, you have people who was on Yacht Club. Hell, what about Snake Pass? They're a 6-man team. I mean, no, a 4-man team, and they're doing what they gotta do. So it's weird how these guys love to insert their foot in mouth. You would think after United Airways, after United Airlines, what happened to them, you would think these guys would be careful how they do PR. But I know that people don't learn. Again, your game lives to the internet. You got to be on par with your words. And that right there was just crazy. And don't buy the Switch, go buy the PC. That's kind of wrong to say that. If that's what a guy has, that's what the guy has. If you don't have the console, it's kind of weird. But again, you gotta watch what you say in those words. All that stuff make you come off as an asshole or a dick, and that's how it happened many times. Like Ori and the Blind Forest, and like in Slightly Mad Studios, where they did that dumb shit. Like, sorry, you want to don't insult people's intelligence with that stuff. And it's kind of weird that you compare a game that does way more stuff than Mr. Shifty could ever do, and see that and say, "Oh, well, are you kidding me?" Wow, dude. The game that basically sold 1.5 million compared to yours and has a massive world and could do anything, and then you're saying that has shit. Wow. Okay. And most people out there know the second patch that they put in was to correct not the glitches that was glitching the game, was glitches for people who finding ways to do certain things to the game, which again, they do stuff to find out, like how they get arrows and all that stuff like that. Now there's another way people find another way to do it. So, I mean, that's just how people will do it. But the first patch was for the frame rate stuff, for the frame rate stuff, for the Switch more than the Wii. But since it was there, they put it on there. And then the second patch was basically to stop all the glitches that make you get items for farming. There might be a third. But it's, again, Mr. Shifty is all about this. You got to make sure your frame rate is right. Now, I've seen some people play the game and have no frame rate problems. So that's my point of saying, like, it could go the back and forth of some people have problems, some people don't. But to just be a jerk like that should not. You should, if that's the case, just hey, we're gonna do a patch later on. It is early in the console cycle. We're working on it for the first time, and we're gonna put in a patch later. We're working on a patch later on. That's all you have to do. You didn't have to be sly like I just read right there. You gotta be careful with that, man. All that stuff basically piss people off. So. I'm just giving an idea to those indie guys, man. If people are trolling you, people are messing with you, whatever, step away from the keyboard, step away from the mic, let it be where it is. And then come back and just spin it positively and just keep it going. You have a product out there you want it to sell. Make sure you got your best foot forward to sell. Because again, like this summer, I got a new product coming out. I got my 50th anniversary album combined with a 10th anniversary album, And right now, I'm pushing songs on radio shows, on radios and stuff to let people get ready for the tour, the rest of the tour that's coming this summer. So you know what? Hey, I'm gonna be doing stuff, keeping my eyes dot my I's, cross my T's, and make sure everything is all right with my PR, so I can sell it. Because I don't have, I have Sony who's doing the distribution for me, but I don't have a real big team behind me to send that stuff all around. So yes, I gotta make sure that word of mouth spreads for my music. That's why I'm doing this, doing a mini, I'm doing a mini movie basically about my company and the 15 years that I've been doing music. And I have already get videos from fans and people around the world to put in this mini movie. So it's like a little mini documentary about my company, and that's gonna help send some PR to certain ways as well too. But going back to what I'm saying here is that you got to make sure your words comes off right and not be a jerk to some people. Because sometimes there are people who there's some people who are being to troll you and do horrible things to you. So you gotta, that's what I say, you gotta stand back, vent outside, but when it comes back to the keyboard and stuff, that's one of the reasons I do not have a a Twitter page. I'm talking about for the company and me myself. I don't have a Twitter page, Snapchat, Instagram. I don't have none of that stuff. A lot of people tell me I should do that to get my stuff out there. And you know what? It is true. But the less I deal with social media, the better for me in my case. Because even though that I have tough skin, it's just irritation I just don't want to take on. And if you've been watching the channel lately, we've been getting some irritation. But that doesn't bother me. Do what you want to do, brother. I don't care. I'm not making money off of you. You're not making money off of me here. So I do not care. But yeah, that's like I said, those guys, Team Shifty, be careful what you're saying on there. I'm gonna wait. This is one of the games I was gonna pick up. And Alex Nicolo Polachek. Oh, Nicolo Polachek. Alex Nicolo Polachek of the team, a tiny build. Hope you guys fix it. Put a patch out there, help it, because again, you spread the platform for the Switch and the Steam, sell more, have fun with it. That's what it's supposed to be all about. So spread it out, make sure you have a good word of mouth, and like I said, later on, I'll pick the game up and whatever. But I'm not gonna pick it up no time soon, since it's saying there's been patches and problems and stuff in the game. I'll pick it up later if you guys keep your powder dry. Be careful what y'all say on the internet, because it could come back and bite you in the ass. Really does. Let me see. Mr. Shifty, I was interested in the game, but it looks like my wallet and also my brains is telling me not to buy this game, Renegade Zero. Then again, down the road, I might have a change of heart. That's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna buy it right now, Renegade, but I'll have a change. I'll have a change of heart. I don't understand what was the need to involve Zelda name in the statement. Neither did I. That's what I'm saying. That's the part that killed me. 2083. It was like, why did you do that? It made no sense to do that. That was uncalled for. I never get the Zelda part either. And as I was saying, Zelda is a different game, way different game than Mr. Shifty. So it was weird that they say that. But it is what it is. Like I said, PR, you guys got to get your PR in straight. Or in the Blind Forest, Slightly Mad Studios, Innovative. I forgot what the team for Kenji Inafune. The people who are also doing for Bloodstone, Ukulele. All these guys, you guys got to be careful with your PRs, man, and what your words you put on the internet. Because the internet right now twists a lot of things. One and two, they just blow things out of proportion many times. So that's why I read the apology and say, okay, he learned a little bit. He understand that while the words he said here was a little should never been called for. So I hope they understand the situation, and man, I hope that you fix it and the game sells well on the Switch and the PC. It sells well, you could make another game. You mean NT Creates? No, NT Creates is not. NT Creates was not. It was not that team I'm talking about. They helped did it, but that was not the concept. That's the name of the team, Terrell 83. Concept. That's Kenji Inafume's team. Concept. They are the ones. I got nothing against NC Creates. I have nothing against NC Create. Those guys do what they could do, and they put out, and the games that they take care of awesomely, because I love Gunvolt 1 and 2, of course, the Zeros. Love that. So, no, I got nothing against NC Create. Cherry Gloria, whose tweet is that? Whose tweet is that? What do you mean by that? This is basically somebody who was, these are tweets, oops. These are tweets from somebody asking the question, Bruiser Bear 76. This is on Nintendo's Life if you want to, watch it. But it's just a person was asking a simple question right here, and they got a little snappy with it. And it was just a back and forth of ridiculousness. But at the end, the CEO basically apologized, saying that I am very sorry that the stress on everybody involved creating the situation. Some things were said that should not have been said, and we didn't do a good job in communicating here. I hope this post brings some context to what's going on. So I hope he apologized, and hopefully he knows that, you got to be careful what's going on in that regard. So just be careful, indie guys. You guys do not have the big budgets. You basically need word of mouth to spread your games. You need to put your best foot forward. And most people will give you a break because we know you don't have the money, the team, all that blah, blah, blah. But you got to be careful with those words, man. You really do. You really do. You got to be careful with those words. So that said, hopefully, like I said, they sent a patch out. They fixed the Mr. Shifty on the Switch. Maybe 2-3 months from now, I'll pick up that game if everything looking good and enjoy it. If not, it's not. Then that's what's gonna hurt you. But other than that, I'm gonna leave it at that right there, because that's one of the indie games when I saw that indie reel a while back. I said, Mr. Shifty looks like a really good game, and I would love to play. Now people say, why don't you play it on PC? I can play it on PC if I want to. But if it's on my a platform that I prefer and I could fix it and it runs good, then I'll buy it. If not, then hey, if it's I don't need it that much. I have other games that I need to buy, but if it is there and I could pick it up, I'll pick it up. That's the way I look at it. I don't. If anybody out there who got it, you want to go to another console and do that same thing, go ahead, go to Steam. I'm not telling you what you should do. I'm just saying, give you insight of how PR these indie developers lately need to understand. They need to have tact and they need to have truth when people are asking questions or when people troll them, and don't let the anger get to them. That's what I'm talking. That's what this is all about. From Slayman Studios to Concept to Orient Blind Forest with that guy, how he was cocky to curse out Nintendo for some dumb stuff, to all the other indies. You gotta be careful. You guys are a small team and you need word of mouth. Interphony reputations been going after Mighty Number 9. Well, he kind of stepped in it. And the same thing going on right now for Bloodstone, because Bloodstone has his own problems too. We don't know if the game's gonna come out working good or nothing. But that's for people out there to worry about it, because I have never kickstarted anything, and I ain't gonna kickstart. I'll kickstart other stuff, but I ain't doing it for a game. No, sorry, never will do it for a game. You have to have a good conscience to make me believe in that game. Because even though I never played Banjo-Tooie, Banjo-Tooie and Kazooie and stuff like that. But I saw Yooka-Laylee, I was like, you know what? Let's see some of that. And if somebody does it, they do it. And right now, the game is getting mediocre reviews, but a lot of people who backed it put a lot of money and say it's a great game. So later down the road, I'll pick it up when it comes out on Switch. But right now, I'm cool. I'm all right. Like I said, let's hope indie guys keep their powder dry and don't let people get on their skin. One, and also understand that when you are tweeting or whatever, it's out there for everybody to see. Once you put something in it, everybody sees it. So you gotta be careful how that works out. So with that said, I'll say peace. Thank you, Cherry Goblet, Renegade, Trail 83. Like I said, this was just a little thing I wanted to put out about PRs and how indies right now are getting. Majority of them are getting the PRs mixed up, and they should not let certain things go to the point. I'm happy that Alex, the CEO of Tiny Build, apologized, but it shouldn't get to that point, really. So you got to be careful who you got manning your Twitter page. But with that said, remember, there's no perfect games out there. What's perfect is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you. Simply enjoy those games on any consoles, even on PC. Have a good day, guys.